Now I do what I want. 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 Everybody know I'm better. Ay, yeah, I'm better. Ay, it don't matter. Ay, pockets fatter. Ay, nowadays I'm on my haters, they got sadder. Ay, that's money longer. Ay, different song, bruh. Ay, different producer. I can do anything and I won't lose her. She got right with a winner, left that loser. Ay, talk, boy, make me get my. Yeah, I sell my. Rocking them grills all the way till my tooth hurt. Oh, he cold? Well, I swear that I'm cooler. That ain't no Rollie, this is a Frank Mueller. Yeah, Frank Mueller. Boy, I start on the bottom, made my way to the top. Boy, I'm gon' keep winning. No, I cannot stop. Remember I had a little, turned that to a lot. Always been 100, put that on my block. Used to want that 4-door, now I want that drop. Yeah, now I do what I want. 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 Girl, you see me getting this money. Whoa, please don't front. Hunting Fish Club when I'm eating. Whoa, what's for lunch? And them boys back home be talking, but I won't get touched. want. Right. Now I do what I want. 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 Everybody know I'm better. Ay, yeah, I'm better. Ay, it don't matter. Ay, pockets fatter. Ay, nowadays I'm on my haters, they got sadder. Ay, that's money longer. Ay, different song, bruh. Ay, different producer. I can do anything and I won't lose her. She got right with a winner, left that loser. Ay, talk, boy, make me get my. Yeah, I sell my. Rocking them grills all the way till my tooth hurt. Oh, he cold? Well, I swear that I'm cooler. That ain't no Rolly. This is a Frank Mueller. Yeah, Frank Mueller. Boy, I start on the bottom. Made my way to the top. Boy, I'm gon' keep winning. No, I cannot stop. Remember, I had a little. Turned that to a lot. Always been 100. Put that on my block. Used to want that 4-door. Now I want that drop. Yeah, now I do what I want. 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 Girl, you see me getting this money. Whoa, please don't front.
What teams did you play with before you were in the game?
Well, every time I played, we always played random. So
Okay.
we would always do random, and then whatever team it landed on, that's who you had to play with. So it would make it kind of fair.
Nice. Did you create a player for my career?
Yeah,
Is it a similar style as you are in real life?
I tried to make him a little stronger and a little more athletic if I could.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
NBA regular season opener for a couple of teams. Thank you all for tuning in. So happy you're here. I'm ecstatic that you're here. And
I miss you too,
and I'm
Ernie.
really happy that Kenny and Shaq are here
I
too.
miss you too, Ernie.
Yeah, me too. Tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder in their house, Chesapeake Energy.
Club when I'm eating, whoa, what's for lunch? And them boys back home be talking, but I won't get touched. Say to myself how I survive, no one who I trust, yeah. No one who I trust. Who them? No, they not with us. All these girls, yeah, they right with us. I don't pay no mind because I just want the bucks, yeah. Boy, I start on the bottom, made my way to the top. Boy, I'm going.
The Oklahoma City Thunder starting five. Starting at shooting guard, 6 feet 7 inches, number 21, Andre Roberson. At the power forward position, standing 6'8", number 54, Patrick Allison. Man, 7 feet, number 12, Steven Adams. The other forward position, standing 6'8", number 13, Paul George. And guard, 6'3" from UCLA, number 0, Russell Westbrook. The head coach of your home team. Ladies and gentlemen, your Oklahoma City Thunder.
Well, we can finally say the NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, We couldn't be happier. This is Kevin Harlan at the table alongside Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge from the sideline. Thunder here to defend the home court, playing host to the Eastern Conference. And this matchup with the Knicks, hard to believe, just the first game of the NBA's 82-game regular season. In the two meetings last year, they came away with wins, never losing.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
Well, a year ago, there was a big gap in talent between the two teams. But changes are always made, and we'll see how they match up this time around.
So the New York starting 5. Hardaway Jr. and Melo are the wings. Porzingis and Hernan Gomez are together down low. And it's Ntilikina in at the 1 spot. Now here's Westbrook. Adams down low. Hernan Gomez covering. The kick out to Westbrook. 2 on the clock. His 3-pointers off the mark. On defense, Oklahoma City. It's a 3-point game.
You know, you see Russell Westbrook now, and you just assume he's going to put up a triple-double. I don't think we thought we'd ever see somebody average that for an entire season. But what an incredible accomplishment last year, and turned the NBA upside down with that feat.
And Westbrook with an incredible year in the triple-double average. He also broke Oscar Robertson's record for most triple-doubles in a single season. Doris, wonderful ceremony with the 2 of them on the last day of last season.
What's incredible to me is Westbrook is already 4th on the all-time triple-double list. Think about it. He's in his prime, and he could pass names like the Big O, Magic Johnson, and Jason Kidd. This is truly extraordinary.
Well, Doris, you've said this many times. Few players as competitive as Russell Westbrook in the league. He goes full speed from start to finish, and you get the feeling he would play the entire game if his coach let him.
What I love most about Russell Westbrook is how much this guy just loves to compete. And it's that mentality that allows him to take over games, even if things aren't falling his way. It's hard to think of a guy who wants to win more in the league.
Outside Anthony. Over George. Not enough on that one as it misses.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Hardaway. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Adams with the screen on Hardaway. Here's Roberson. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Steven Adams takes pride in being a great screen setter. I think this guy creates so many opportunities for his teammates.
Here's Ntilikina. Poked away. And it's out of bounds to the Knicks as New York retains possession.
And a chance to check out the stats for Paul George. Great showing for him last season. Last season, put up about 23 points per, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. He has been at his most dynamic, no question about it, a real handful.
Let's make no mistake, one of the elite talents in the NBA and operating at the highest level right now.
Now here's Hardaway. New York, no good that time either. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Patterson down low. Hernan Gomez covering. Patterson can't get it to go.
Boy, too much traffic in the lane. Very difficult finish with the defense draped all over him.
And that one drops.
You know, the ability to seize the opportunity, see the daylight, get that position, and Melo, one of the best to ever do it.
Now here's Westbrook. Screen by Adams. Westbrook kicks to Roberson. Off target with his 3. New York's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game.
And coming out of the offseason where the Knicks had a really long to-do list, you knew they were going to shake things up and made some moves in free agency and realized they needed to build around Porzingis going forward.
Patterson with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. 4-on-3 break. Pass to Ntilikina. Back to Anthony. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Anthony missing again. And change was needed badly for the Knicks, and they did that starting with the front office.
Yeah, Knicks fans can have a dire outlook at times, but the team still has a solid foundation. It will take some time for the team to become a true contender again, but having players not be at odds with the front office, definitely a good start.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Cantor checked in for Steven Adams. Grant comes in for Patrick Patterson. Abrinas is checked in for George. And Chris Dunn's subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Now here's Beasley. Some nice passing by New York here. The feed now to O'Quinn. Here's Noah. The shot, no good. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. And there's the pass to Kristen. And it's Abrinas in the corner. Pass to Kristen. Lets it go from deep. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Over to the left wing. Pass to Noah. Lee outside. In the corner, O'Quinn with it. A three-pointer off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Abrinas. Back to Grant. Here's Kristen. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. That's a miss. His second after 2 shots. Knicks trail by 4. Dishes to O'Quinn. Feeds to Beasley. Pass to Ntilikina. Beasley the screen. Over in the corner. Lee nailed from three-point land. Lee's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Kristen. There's a screen by Cantor. Kristen the pass to Roberson. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here's Beasley. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Beasley's got his first bucket of the night. Oklahoma City's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Here's Kristen. No good on the triple. Stolen away. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Knicks lead by 1. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second. And power forward Patrick Patterson. Getting better every...
I think my 3 years at Kentucky, caused what I am now, as far as being.
Patterson Clark, exactly the guy he says he is, and that's why he's one of those glue guys you've got to have on your team.
And the kind of guy who his teammates love, because they know he's always going to have their back, always going to work hard, and always going to bring it.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Feels like they're getting a lot of deflections, hands-on basketballs, resulting into steals. This has been pretty to watch.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Ntilikina and Hardaway Jr., the backcourt pairing. Then there's Beasley. Then there's Kyle O'Quinn. And it's Kuzminskas in at the 4 slot.
What we have watched these first few seasons of his career is a steady improvement at the line for O'Quinn. He is showing he can knock them down consistently.
Whereas here we are, opening night. Wins and losses didn't mean much in the preseason. Talk about the shift now and mindset as we're set to start another season now that everyone is playing for real.
Well, there'll be a different level of focus. Certainly it'll be in sharper perspective. The game will become more physical. You might see some nerves early too, Kevin, but now that there is something at stake, you can better believe the attention of these guys is standing sharp and at attention.
And how about us as broadcasters? We love this night.
Opening night butterflies are inevitable for everyone involved.
And Kristen kicks to Cantor. And Brent now top of the key. And there's the pass to Kristen. Good on the triple. Kristen's got the game tied up here for the Thunder.
You know, rough start for him, but he seems to have turned the corner here in the second period.
Here's Abrines, covered by Lee. Lee with the steal. He kicks to O'Quinn. Pass to Ntilikina. Back to O'Quinn. Beasley outside. Beasley the screen. There's Lee with the three. New York, no good that time either. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Here's Kristen. 6 points for him. Screen by Grant. Kristen, the pass to Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
Well, Kev, how about Jeremy Grant playing to his strength, uses that athleticism to finish that one with authority.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Kuzminskis kicks to Beasley. New York, no good that time either. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. It's tipped. Screen by Grant. Here's Kristen. 6 to shoot. Cantor inside. Working on O'Quinn.
You love the anticipation there. Made sure to box out, knew where the ball was going, and doesn't let anyone impede him from pulling in the glass.
Timeout. You like how he uses his height there.
No, exactly. I mean, you're talking about surveying the defense and cashing in with the gorgeous mid-range.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
And Frank Ntilikina out of France, played pro ball in Germany, and a lot of fans in the U.S. might not be as familiar with him, but for NBA execs and scouts, that's their job. Ntilikina has a game worthy of their attention.
Getting ready for Oklahoma City. Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Patterson comes in for Grant. Paul George, he's checked in for Andre Robertson. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Chris Dunn. And a new group in for the Knicks. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Porzingis comes in for Kuzminskis. Anthony's checked in for Michael Beasley. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Ntilikina. No coverage that time. 6 points for Russell Westbrook. In a draft stocked with point guards, Ntilikina's court vision, Greg, might be the best of them all.
I mean, he's a true pure point guard. At the same time, a good shooter. The length to defend wings, so that versatility makes him one of the more valuable prospects.
You can see Russell Westbrook building the confidence of his teammates, fires it to them when they're open.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Count that one. Hardaway has got his first bucket of the night.
Wow, what a crafty player. Gets it done any way he has to.
1:51 left to play in the first half. Adams with the screen on Hardaway. And the call will be against Hernan Gomez. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Here's Abrines. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. The shot's good.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Lee kicks to Anthony. 1:22 left now here in the second. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Boy, Melo has made a name for himself with his mid-range game, and you could see why right there.
George against Anthony. Passes it to Abrines. Kicks it to Adams. 5 to shoot. Launches it. Abrines' shot is off. Knicks trailed by 3. Lee dishes to Carmelo. Good on the triple. Anthony's got 7 points in the game.
I'd say not much to be done about that. You can play perfect defense, and Melo is still going to drain it on you.
And this is obviously where you'd like to see a 2-for-1.
Absolutely. You have to execute. No reason why they can't get a couple of chances at scores.
Westbrook drives in. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Hardaway. Porzingis sets the pick for Hardaway. Porzingis kicks to Anthony. Out to Porzingis. Shoots it up. It's a tie game in Oklahoma City. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Carmelo, you got some real numbers off the bench in the first half. How important is that contribution to the team?
Well, I mean, we always believe that we have one of the better benches in the NBA, and when they come to play like we're playing so far, you know, it makes it a tough game.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back. Back here for the
and now the 2K Sports
and welcome to
halftime show.
halftime. Hey, what a fantastic time of the year. NBA season getting underway.
I am really excited. I am really, really excited.
A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. They did jump out to a lead in the opening period, but 4 points was the biggest it got. They battled hard in the second quarter, and it was reflected on the scoreboard. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
Well, so far, they've taken care of their business here at home. It's something you might expect, but it's not a given. We'll see if they can keep that up in the second half.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
You know, they didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice shots. Those are some much-needed points, and it keeps them right in the game. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
That about wrap.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. You have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
And how disruptive was he in that first half? I mean, creating havoc, causing turnovers, and really energizing his team.
Well,
Thunder shooting 43% from the field.
it's so fascinating to look back on Thunder history because 3 current players who are dominating the league were together on the Oklahoma City Thunder: Harden, Durant, and Westbrook. In retrospect, the talent level on that team was unreal.
At small forward and power forward, it's George and Patterson. Westbrook and Robertson are the backcourt pair, and it's Adams in at the 5. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ntilikina can't hit. And going back to the Thunder teams with the big 3 of Harden, Durant, and Westbrook, endures some bad luck with the Thunder during those seasons.
Well, first and foremost, they ran into a great Miami team in the NBA Finals. Then after Harden left, injuries to both Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook hampered their opportunities. Still, you think back, and if you're an Oklahoma City fan, you can marvel at the collection of talent you once had.
Hardaway, that's a two-pointer. It's hauled in by Adams.
I'll tell you, he's not going to get in his coach's good graces if he's missing wide open looks like that.
Sure. Here's Roberson. Offline with his three. Knicks trail by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Boy, they're slow coming out of halftime. Just 0 for 3 to start this half.
Madison passes to Westbrook. Screen by Adams. Westbrook kicks to George. Over Anthony. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
Boy, what a cold start to the second half for them. Just 1 for 4 from the field so far.
Pass to Ntilikina. Trying his luck deep. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. And a look now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for the Knicks.
And they've got really good balance here. I mean, the 3-ball hadn't been the strongest weapon today for them, but I'd say keep the dose just about the same. Don't change the recipe. When you've got that open shot, you got to take it.
Outside Westbrook. Outside for George. From deep. Good work defensively by Anthony.
Not how they hope to start this second half, missing 4 of their first 5 here.
Well, when Paul George announced this summer that he intended to leave for the Lakers when the contract ran out, you knew what was coming. Even as a rental possibility, the suitors lined up, and eventually the price was paid, and now George finds himself in a Thunder uniform.
The Thunder shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
You know, Kev, I remember when Patrick Patterson was coming out of high school. Major recruiting battle. Every school seemed to want this guy. Duke, Florida, you name it. But the Kentucky Wildcats win again.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Cantor's checked in. Roberson gets the bucket. Roberson's got 6.
Yeah, sprinting end to end, but under control. That's the key.
No, exactly right, Greg. You can't go too fast. He pulled that off in brilliant fashion.
Pass to Ntilikina. The dish to Noah. Hardaway kicks it to Noah. Noah the screen to end the run. The Thunder pull it in. And too many, the Thunder came out of nowhere to land George in that trade.
You know, most thought Cleveland or maybe Boston were the front runners for his services, but the Thunder snuck in and made their team a 2-star squad once again. Very interesting to see how far the duo of Westbrook and George can go.
Roberson dishes to George. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. George has got his 2nd basket.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. You have a number of young teams in the league, Doris, with a lot of talent, but not many wins, still in the process of learning how to win. What can a coach do to keep them confident and inspire them through the tough times, the growing pains?
You know, Kev, I think one thing you always hear coaches talk about is the process, and you can't skip steps. And so I think if you throw yourself into trying to get better every single day. And I would say look no further than Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, who started their careers on an Oklahoma City team that barely broke double-digit wins in the NBA. But both were diligent, both kept to the course, and both continued to work hard. And now you've got 2 guys who really are MVP-level kind of guys.
And don't you see the stair step, too, for a guy like Kawhi Leonard, who every year picks up something different to do to enhance his overall game?
You know, that's a great point. The Spurs would tell you they built his game brick by brick.
.143 left in the 3rd quarter. The kick out to Westbrook. Launches it. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. Knicks trail by 10. Beasley with a clean look. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. To the wing right side. Pass to Abrinas. Cantor kicks to Westbrook. In the corner, George with it. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. George has got 6 in the quarter.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. And what was a wild ride of an offseason for the Knicks ultimately results in a regime change.
Yeah, I mean, players butting heads with executives, and when it came down to it, things just needed to change. If the Knicks picked the Zen Master over Porzingis, fans might have rioted in New York City, and hopefully the franchise can kind of start to right the ship.
Knicks trail by 13. There's the double team with Westbrook. Noah, the pass to Beasley. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And so here is New York. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter.
I'll tell you, if he keeps missing shots, it's going to be a tough night to try to trim this lead.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I'll tell you, if you don't box out well, expect to get burned. You can't afford to give them second chance opportunities.
Westbrook against Lee. Westbrook kicks to Abrinas. 5 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. And the Thunder, another three.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And O'Quinn kicks to Hardaway. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Beasley the screen. Shot off the pick. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. That's it, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Hardaway. Westbrook kicks to Cantor. 1 second left. The shot will not fall. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Oklahoma City out in front as they end the third quarter with a massive 16-4 run. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Oklahoma City. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
Hey, listen, let's sustain it now and let's put our foot down with more discipline and more focus right now, okay? All right, stay down, communicate, and talk right now.
Preaching consistency, obviously. Billy Donovan likes a lot of what he's seeing out there and doesn't want them to let up.
Yeah, and he mentioned discipline. I think that's key through this next stretch. Minimize your mistakes.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. Melo and Porzingis are the duo at forward. Ntilikina out there with Hardaway. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 5 down low. Here's Ntilikina. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line.
And Ntilikina, he possesses that unselfishness that really allows his guys to play their best basketball. You gotta love his approach.
And the first one at the line is good. Doris, we talk about speed and quickness being a difference maker on offense, which players really use those attributes to lock down players defensively.
Well, I think it's hard not to look at Marcus Smart and Jay Crowder, the kind of physical attributes, meaning speed, toughness, length, but they also have the mindset necessary to look opposite some of the best players in the league and say, not on my watch. I'm going to get down in my stance and I'm going to prohibit you from getting to your strengths. It's really maybe underappreciated by everyone except coaches and fans of the game.
True, and you and I were just talking about Tony Allen.
That's a great point. I mean, Tony Allen has made his career specifically on the defensive end because, as you know, he's an opportunistic cutter, and if you leave him open, he can make an uncontested mid-range. But the reality is Tony Allen is in the NBA because he is a great defensive player.
And he trims the lead to single digits.
Boy, the quick hands of Anthony, and he was off and running. Once he gets going like that, pretty much no way to shut that down.
And that replay presented by Under Armour showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleashed chaos moment. Robertson can't hit.
I'll tell you, with the struggle he has had today, he probably won't be their #1 option as they look to close this game out.
On to Hardaway. Misses the 3. The Thunder leading by 8. side, George. Adams down low. Hernan Gomez covering. Westbrook, no good. For New York, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. The pass to Hernan Gomez. And here's Porzingis. He's covered by Cantor. Nice shot by Porzingis.
Boy, that's a decisive move to the cup. He gives the defense no chance to react.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Robertson dishes to Adams. They need this one. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
Well, you love when Steven Adams shows his strength. Even with the defense in his grill, he finds a way to score.
And as you would expect, Steven Adams has grown into a larger role with this team. Really came in as a guy who could defend and rebound, but starting to become more of a factor within their offensive framework.
On the free throw, no good. And Greg, with Adams, he hasn't just been given more opportunity to display what he can do on offense. He's earned it.
You hit it right on the head. And, you know, as an example, a guy that was a bad free throw shooter, all of a sudden he became respectable because of his work ethic last season. Much more nimble in the paint than most would think. Just good awareness, and he knows when to pick his spots.
Westbrook passes to George. From past the arc, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 4th assist in this one. Knicks trail by 8. Here's Ntilikina. Passes it to Porzingis. Shoots over Cantor. Porzingis can't hit. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Porzingis against Cantor. Screen by Adams. Hardaway with the steal. And now the Knicks on the break. Anthony on the wing. Jacks up a 3. Pass to Ntilikina. Hernan Gomez kicks to Hardaway. Over Cantor. And it's Anthony again missing.
Well, I wouldn't say the D was exceptional, but it certainly was enough to bother him.
Now Westbrook. Screen by Adams. Porzingis with the block.
This guy's showing great potential as a rim protector. Porzingis a threat to block shots anywhere, anytime.
Second shot opportunity from the high post. Adams' shot is off. Knicks trail by 8. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Pass to Ntilikina. Hernan Gomez kicks to Hardaway. And it's Anthony with the jam.
You know, power and finesse, that is the essence of Carmelo Anthony's offensive brilliance.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're in front by 6. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had it opening, he's taken it.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Patterson's checked in. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for New York. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. He told them the lead we've got is good, but we can be better. Take it to them. Stay on the accelerator. Looks like he wants them to keep pushing it, guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Ntilikina. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Now just a 4-point Thunder lead.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
They regrouped, they worked out some of their frustrations, and now we're seeing them have some fun.
Here's Westbrook. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
You love the skill set that Russell Westbrook has worked so hard to develop, guys. He can go with the drive, the jumper, and as an elite defender, boy, when he's locked in, it's trouble for the offense.
And he ends up making the second, and that puts them up by 5. New York calls timeout. They're trailing by 5. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Sabrina's is checked in. O'Quinn dishes to Hardaway. Some nice passing by New York here. Picked by O'Quinn. Paul George with the steal. And here we go with Adams running it up the court.
Just terrific determination. First, compiling the lead, and now building on it.
Yeah, Greg, I think it's very difficult coming back in this instance. They have owned this game. Don't see them coughing up this lead.
Fires at the elbow. Money! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And this is why Melo gets the big bucks. A lot of players will shy away from an important shot, but Melo wanted to be in that position.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he does get the second one. And that increases their lead to 6. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They trail by 6. There's 25 seconds left in the game. There's 25 seconds left in the game. O'Quinn. It falls! And now they trail by just 4.
O'Quinn doesn't care that the game is on the line. Rise, fire, big bucket for his team.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, that's going to do it. The only chance they had was for him to miss those. Instead, he's absolutely perfect.
Drive by Adams. And Adams with the slam.
There's a bit of ferocity to Steven Adams. Virtually unstoppable that close.
So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Russell, obviously you're doing a lot out there. Are there things that you even say, hey, I can do more?
I don't know, but I'm just blessed and happy on the floor with my teammates, having fun while doing it and try to back up some ways. We got to lean on each other, man, and come out every night and play thunder basketball. So that's what we got to do.
Well, David, thank you as always. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
guardo adesso ripiango e penso che tutto questo era un calcio. Era di moda andare a ballare, all'acqua fanno il cocorico, musica alta in ogni locale, poche parole come Robocop, il 50 top e le pennate, giovani folli come Peter Pan. Ci penso spesso e mi accorgo adesso che tutto questo era un calcio. Certe pellicole da panico, Carlito il finale drammatico, DiCaprio nell'Atlantico, Tony Montana e Cotù, milioni spesi dentro. Ci sono i baracconi in città e forse non ho avuto tutto ciò che ho chiesto, ma tutto il resto era un calcio. Andava sempre così, dal lunedì al venerdì, la stessa gente di in tasca niente, però era meglio di un film. Lupin, MacGyver, Batman, Street Fighter, Tekken, Pac-Man. Mi guardo adesso, rimpiango e penso che tutto questo era un calcio. 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 Si stava meglio sconosciute senza paparazzi, quando ancora a Milano giravo in scooter. Rispetto ai macchinoni maxi ho sempre preferito il taxi. Non ce lo vedo De Niro che fa il driver per Uber. I Superman moderni stanno sul